everyone, it's Amy of Dragonspit Apothecary. We are here to do our Friday Oils and Oracle. And of course, it's that Friday before Thanksgiving holiday, or the week of Thanksgiving. And I don't know about your house, but mine's going to be a little quieter this year without the normal crowd that we have here. So I don't know how I feel about that yet. But anyway, whatever your plans are, I hope these oils and oracles we're getting ready to go through are helpful to you. If you're new, welcome. So I match all of my oracle readings with essential oils, and I only recommend oils that I personally use in my family and home. And we use doTERRA. They're one of the only companies I have found that are super transparent about where their oils come from, how they're made, and just I found them to be very economical for my family. So if you have questions about that, go on over to dragonspitapothecary.com, send me a message. I'm happy to give you information to help you navigate that world of essential oils. Okay, so we're going to dive in. I'm going to pull 3 cards. One we need for this weekend, one for next week, which includes that Thanksgiving holiday, and then one from the universe. Okay, so again, I'm using the Wild Offering cards to seem kind of appropriate given the Thanksgiving holiday we're getting ready to have. So the first card I pulled is the card of striving. Okay, and striving is knowing kind of when to push, setting your pace, keeping things going, trusting the flow of things, right? Because even baby steps are still steps in progress. So what this card says is that eventually the individual's ego drive to make things happen falls away, and it is replaced with more relaxed, trusting openness to answers as they arise. So thank you for letting me move with the flow. So again, it's not that, sometimes you're pushing the rock up the hill and it's really, really hard labor and we get tired from that. It's too much work. So, there's a time to do that, and there's a time to let things flow more naturally as they come to you, and not feel like you have to push and push and push against the wind to try and make things happen. Okay, so I put a couple oils with this to kind of help support that, go with the flow, relax a little bit, maybe even enjoy the journey, right? Because that's important too. So I put Roman chamomile with this one because, as we know, Roman chamomile is very relaxing, it's soothing, and it can help eliminate some of that frustration with feeling the need to exert a lot of effort without very much result. The other one I put with this was peppermint, because peppermint is really good for focus, right? So a lot of times when we're pushing, and I use the phrase pushing against the wind, we could be going where we think is the right direction and leading to us to the goals that we want to achieve, but maybe we've been pushing so long and so hard that we've kind of gotten off track a little bit, okay? And peppermint kind of helps us have a clear mind and realize, kind of reset that path. You maybe stop and look at the map. Oh, God forbid we actually look at a map. Get GPS directions if that's more meaningful to you, but making sure we're on the right path, making sure we still got good goals that we're aiming for, and that makes a little more help with the push, right? Okay, so this weekend we need to work on our striving, which is our pace, our effort, our exertion into our goals or where we're going, okay? All right, so next week, oh my gosh, so tying right into the striving card is direction. Now, I just told you, sometimes you gotta stop and look at the map, right? So guess what next week is all about? Making sure that you are trusting your direction and that you're not afraid to change it if you did find out you're going down the wrong path, or maybe a path that no longer serves you or aligns to those goals. We got the direction card to help get us there, okay? So this card says, Lord, please show me the right action right now. Bring me a sign and a miracle that gives me clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body, and if for some reason I'm headed the wrong way, stop me. Okay? Which, come on, sometimes we, again, we kind of lose track of, we're distracted, we get off track a little bit. So the magic that I'm aligning with this card is the lime oil. Lime is one of those citrus oils that is, again, very good at energy, focus, adventure, because sometimes new things are scary and we're afraid to change them, especially if you're going down the wrong path and got that feeling of starting over. Not much fun sometimes. Lime kind of helps us have that sense of adventure where we're okay doing that stuff. The other one I put on there was arbor vitae. Now, arbor vitae is those big, strong redwood trees that grow very, very tall. And what's great about them is they're usually the tallest in the forest, right? So they can see out across the land in all directions and point in the way we should be going. It's great to have a little arbor vitae, right? A tall friend. And that's what this oil is your tall friend. So if you're looking for to make sure you're going in the right direction, or you're at the point where you need to change directions, lime and arbor vitae, which by the way are a pretty cool little diffuser mix if you put them in a diffuser together, give us that help with determining our direction. Okay? All right, so then our third card is from the universe. Guys, I can't make these up. I shuffle the cards and this is what comes out. So the card that came out was change. So talk about irony, right? So this card is about taking it one step at a time, but still keep moving. Okay, and I said it in the beginning, a baby step is still a step. So this card says, don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need to do is look at your next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into who can take it. Okay, so a lot of times, think about it, when we were just talking about direction, we're very set on where the final destination is. We're very set on our route to get there. So sometimes we got to take a step back. Sometimes we got to change direction completely. Sometimes we got to go a little slower, and that can be agonizing too. We need to be flexible to changes and take it one step at a time and understand the changes we're making are actually going to help us get to the right goal at the right time for us. Okay, so I put cilantro and blue tansy with this card. The reason I put cilantro is it is actually very helpful with getting clarity. Okay, I love it for that. Just catch your attention, get you in the current moment, draw you back where you need to be right now, right here. Aroma that this brings out, right? And trust me, when you open a bottle of cilantro, especially good cilantro like I get from doTERRA, it's going to get you present. And it's a very much helpful oil in mindfulness practices. And when you're talking about changes and worrying about the next step and you're getting distracted by what if and 8 steps ahead of where you are right now, cilantro is going to bring you right back right here to deal with here. Blue tansy is the oil of action. Okay, so sometimes we need that nudge and we need to get creative about what that next step is. Blue tansy is the oil for that. Okay, so there you go. You got 3 cards going into next week, which, think about it, holiday is going to be very different for a lot of us this year, right? I just told you my house is going to be empty, where we usually have a bunch of people here. And so that's a change, and it's a different direction for my family and I. And, we need to kind of adjust course, right? Make some changes for how we're still going to have a special holiday and what that looks like. So it could, I know how these cards apply to me in my life, so I hope you too have found meaning in them. I will be doing Oils and Oracles next Friday, so join me. And if you got questions in the meantime, come on over to that website, dragonspitapothecary.com. Happy to help you live more naturally on your terms. Have a good one, guys.